Part 1. The invisible force you're not using. There is a man sitting in a corner of the room. He hasn't spoken yet. He hasn't done anything impressive. He has not introduced himself, explained his credentials, or tried to make you like him. He is simply there. And yet every person in the room is acutely aware of his presence. When he shifts in his seat, someone notices. When he finally opens his mouth, the room leans in slightly before a single word is spoken. You know this man. You've seen him. Maybe once, maybe in a memory you can't quite place. And you felt something when you watched him that you couldn't quite name. Not fear exactly, not admiration exactly. Something colder. Something closer to the recognition of a different category of human being. This video is about becoming that man. Not through tricks, not through performance, not through buying better clothes or learning manipulation tactics you'll forget in a week. But through a complete restructuring of the invisible force, you project every time you walk into a room. Most men have no idea they are broadcasting weakness. They think because they are quiet, they seem mysterious. They think because they are polite, they seem composed. They think because they never argue, they seem above it. But the world doesn't read intentions, it reads signals. And every hesitation, every unnecessary explanation, every glance seeking approval is a signal that says, I am not entirely sure I belong here. And the moment you broadcast that signal, the room responds accordingly. Your aura is not your personality. It is not your confidence level. It is not even your achievements. Your aura is the cumulative effect of how you hold yourself, how you respond to pressure, what you need from the people around you, and whether or not you seem like someone the world needs to account for. Most people never build one. They drift through life as a reaction to everything around them, their mood dependent on the last thing that was said to them, their posture shaped by whoever is in the room. They are mirrors, not sources. And the world treats them accordingly, as background, as furniture, as something that can be moved without consequence. You are about to learn something different. Part 2. The foundation. Stop needing the room. The first and most brutal truth about building a powerful aura is this: as long as you need anything from the people around you, you will never fully have it. This is the thing no one wants to say plainly. They will tell you to stand up straight, to speak slowly, to make eye contact. And these things matter, but they are symptoms of something deeper. And if you try to perform them without the foundation beneath them, they will look like exactly what they are: performance. The foundation is this: a man with a powerful aura does not need the room to like him. He does not need to be understood. He does not need to be approved of. He is not running a quiet internal calculation every few minutes asking, how am I landing? Do they respect me? Am I too much? Not enough? He already knows the answer to all of these questions, and the answer is the same regardless of what the room thinks. I am exactly what I am. Take it or leave it. This is not arrogance. Arrogance is a performance, a mask worn by someone who is deeply unsure and needs to be seen as superior to feel safe. What we are talking about is something quieter. Something that doesn't need to announce itself. It is the simple, unshakable belief that your presence has value by default. Not because you've earned it in this particular room, not because someone has confirmed it, but because you have done the internal work of deciding who you are, and you no longer require external confirmation. Machiavelli understood this completely. He wrote about the men who govern through love and the men who govern through fear. But the most dangerous men in any court were neither. They were the ones who governed through gravity, the ones who, when they shifted position, the entire court subtly reorganized itself around them. These men were not the loudest, not always the most powerful by title, and certainly not the most eager to please. They were the most internally settled. The room could feel it. Rooms always can. So before we go any further, you need to understand that building your aura begins with a single ongoing practice: the systematic removal of your need for external validation. Every time you catch yourself hoping someone noticed your work, craving a compliment after saying something smart, checking to see how someone reacted to what you said, that is the moment you practice the opposite. Let it go without resolution. Let the moment pass without knowing whether you landed. Train your nervous system to be comfortable with ambiguity, with silence, with the possibility that no one noticed, and it doesn't matter. Because the man with the powerful aura has stopped running that calculation, and the room can feel when someone has stopped running it. It is one of the most disorienting things you can experience in another person. You expect the familiar dance of social feedback: give a little, take a little, calibrate constantly. And this man simply isn't doing it. He is present, but not for you. He is occupied with himself in a way that feels almost rude and yet is somehow magnetic. You cannot fake this, but you can build it. Part 3. How you move is what you say. The second layer of your aura is physical, and it communicates before your mind has a chance to intervene. Here is what most men do in social environments. They move with urgency. They cross rooms quickly, as if apologizing for taking up space. They reach for things a little too eagerly. They sit forward when someone interesting speaks, subtly signaling their interest, their approval, their desire to connect. They nod too frequently. They fill silences reflexively. They adjust their position constantly, recalibrating to whoever is nearest. All of this is broadcasting the same message in slightly different languages. I am responding to you. You are the variable. I am adjusting to fit. The man with an aura does not adjust to fit. He moves like someone who has already decided where he is going and is simply getting there. Not slow for performance, not dramatic, not stiff, but unhurried. There is a quality to the movement of a man who does not need to rush because he is not running toward anyone's approval. His pace belongs to him. He crosses a room the way weather moves, indifferent to whether you're watching. His posture is not military. It is not puffed up or performed. It is the posture of a man who is comfortable taking up his full physical space because it has never occurred to him that he should take up less. His shoulders are back, not because he is trying to appear confident, but because the internal state that produces genuine confidence naturally expresses itself that way. When he sits, he is still, not frozen, still. There is a quality of rest in his body that most people have never felt, because they are always slightly braced for judgment. He is not braced. He arrived already knowing the outcome or at peace with not knowing it. When he looks at you, he looks at you. Not the rapid scanning glance of someone tracking social cues, not the anxious blink of someone checking whether you like them. He holds eye contact past the point where it becomes slightly uncomfortable, not in challenge, but in the easy confidence of someone who is not afraid of what looking closely might reveal. And when he speaks once. He does not repeat himself. He does not add qualifiers after the fact. He says what he means and then he is quiet, and he lets the silence sit there without rushing to fill it because he is not afraid of the silence. He does not say, "I mean," or "I guess," or "I don't know, maybe." Every sentence sounds like a decision that has already been made. Begin to study your own movement. Where are you rushing? Where are you shrinking? Where are you filling silence that didn't need to be filled? These are the specific places where your aura is leaking. Not catastrophically, not visibly, but the room reads them. The room always reads them. Part 4. The weapon of restraint. The third layer of a powerful aura is perhaps the most counterintuitive one, especially in a world that equates visibility with power. It is restraint. Most people believe that power expresses itself through action, through speaking, doing, asserting, inserting oneself into situations, and sometimes it does. But the most devastating form of power, the kind that builds a truly formidable aura over time, expresses itself through what you do not do. The man with a powerful aura does not explain himself. If someone misunderstands his decision, he does not rush to correct them. He may let the misunderstanding stand because he has learned something that most people never learn. The need to be understood is the need to be validated, and the man who has freed himself from validation does not owe the room an explanation of his interior world. He does not defend himself against small attacks. When someone takes a subtle shot at him, an underhanded comment, a veiled criticism, a test of his reaction, he does not answer it. Not because he didn't notice. He noticed. He noticed everything, but he has learned that the most powerful response to a small attack is no response, because silence in the face of provocation says something the aggressor cannot easily counter. You are not worth the energy. He does not chase, not people, not opportunities, not approval. He positions himself. He makes his value known in the quiet, consistent way that genuine value always makes itself known. And then he waits. Not with the restless anxiety of someone who is afraid they might miss something, but with the calm certainty of a man who knows that what belongs to him will come to him because he has made himself someone worth coming to. This restraint is not passivity. It is not weakness dressed up in philosophy. It is the disciplined management of one of your most powerful resources, the impression of your rarity. Every time you over-explain, you become more common. Every time you react to a provocation, you give the provoker control of your frequency. Every time you chase something that didn't come to you, you signal that you are the one pursuing rather than the one being pursued. The man with a powerful aura has mastered the reverse. He is the still point. The room moves around him. Part 5. The silence that builds legends. There is one final element of a powerful aura that takes years to develop, but creates an effect that cannot be manufactured or performed. It is the accumulated weight of someone who has been through something and did not break. This is not about performance. You cannot fake it. Scars cannot be counterfeited. The particular kind of stillness that comes from someone who has faced genuine pressure, genuine loss, genuine darkness, and came out the other side without requiring the world to acknowledge it. This is something the body carries without announcing. People feel it. They don't always know what they're feeling. They call it mystery. They call it depth. They say there's something about him. What they are detecting is the residue of survival. The particular gravity of a man who has been tested and passed without needing a witness. This is why shallow men, no matter how confident they perform, can never quite produce the real thing. The performance is visible. Something is too smooth, too eager, too constructed. Real depth has rough edges. Real stillness has earned its quiet. So while there are things you can practice, the restraint, the movement, the removal of your need for validation, understand that the fullest expression of a powerful aura comes from living deliberately, from choosing the hard path instead of the comfortable one, from allowing yourself to be tested rather than avoiding pressure, from carrying your weight privately and letting the carrying show only in the quality of how you move through the world. Every difficulty you face without breaking adds a layer. Every time you absorb pain in silence and convert it to discipline, the room feels it, not because you told them about it, because it is written in the way you hold yourself, in the way you are not afraid of silence, in the way you don't need to win every exchange because you've already won the war inside yourself. Begin now, not with the performance, with the foundation. Stop needing the room. Move like someone who has already arrived. Speak less and mean everything you say. Let the silence after your words be a room that others feel compelled to fill. And in the private hours, train, endure, absorb, rebuild. The aura comes, not because you demanded it, but because you became the kind of man that gravity simply follows. If this reached something inside you, if somewhere beneath the noise of your daily life a quieter version of you is listening and recognizing what needs to change, then mark this moment. Not for an algorithm, not for performance, but as a pact with yourself. You are not building a mask, you are dismantling one. The silence is the beginning.